to this computer. Oh, okay. All right, guys. Good morning or afternoon. It is Monday, November the 23rd. Like, wow, crazy. I don't know how we got here this fast, but it's Thanksgiving week. We're going to review last week's assignments because we're going to actually moving forward are going to do the calls on Mondays to give everybody a chance to go through everything. And then that way on Monday, you'll have all 5 days of lessons, have time to go through them. And hopefully on Mondays, people will be less tied up than on the week, on Fridays, people are going out of town and stuff. So hopefully this will work. Okay, so I'm gonna go through last week's assignments and then Susie's gonna go through the planner. Oh God, it says my internet is unstable. Okay, hopefully. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it doesn't like go down. Okay, so last week we talked about goal setting, and I always equate goals to having like there's like smoke out there. To having a plan, right? You don't go on vacation and then not have a date when you're leaving or when you're coming back, or do you know if you're going to California, are you going to drive or run or get on a car, or you're going to fly? What are you going to do, right? So to me, not having goals is the equivalent of not having travel plans. Like, you don't really know, there's no definitive plan as to what you're trying to create with your life. So knowing exactly specific dates, income, how much weight do you want to lose by when, all those things play an important role in your daily task, because overall, if you're looking to hit diamond or you want to be 2-star diamond, you need to know what you're working for. It's the equivalent of being in water and you're just treading water. You're not really moving forward or closer to anything because you haven't given yourself a timeline. So
yeah, I don't know, if it's for all of us, I guess it's.
Wait, I thought she's muted. Oh, I don't know. So I just want you guys to get clear on what you want to do with.
Hi, Christina's on.
Hi, Christina.
Hey guys, sorry, I got kicked out.
It's okay.
I'm moving somewhere else.
Okay.
I'll just sit here. Hopefully, this will work this time. Sorry about that. All right, so goals. So I want you guys to really think about what it is that you're working towards, and don't be scared to set goals. It's gonna give you a roadmap. It's gonna give you can break it down into tasks. So it's important that you know that every day matters when you're pushing to a goal. The other thing I think is important with goal setting is not getting disappointed.
Oh my gosh, she froze again.
Shit. Let me go downstairs. Larry, this is not working, bro. No, because it's gonna kick me out. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. Susie, do you want to start the planner and then I'll do I don't know what to tell you. This thing keeps going down.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that.
Sorry, guys. Yeah,
hour with me, because we go over the planner. Hopefully you'll take away something new today. For those that are going to catch the recording, then this is your chance to maximize how to use this planner. And for me, what I've learned is that if we are not doing power hours every day, it is going to be very difficult to sustain a business, because not everybody just gets people that are just like, hey, I'm interested. Some people do that. Some people don't have to do their power hours, but some people do need to create those relationships and those connections, because everybody needs to be growing their network. At the end of the day, no matter where you are, how many followers you have, it's important that if we're going to be in this business for longevity, we have to be growing our network, right? So let's open up, and in the very top, it's very self-explanatory. I'm going to try to go through this as fast as possible. Affirmations and gratitude is just basically that. Create your top 3 affirmations or what you're grateful for in this business or in life, and then put your top priorities. For me, it's always Success Club, recruiting coaches, and whatever other else I have in mind. For example, if it's to rank advance or help one of my coaches rank advance, or if I'm, trying to achieve something in the road to elite, then I'm going to try to hit a milestone like team leader, team builder, premier, whatever it is. And then right under that, when you add friends, guys, basically all this is just going into your Instagram or into your Facebook and literally going to like spots that you like. And all you're going to do is scope around and start adding some friends. So you could do it very quickly just to grow your numbers by going to any restaurant, for example, or fashion boutique that you like. And all you're going to do is once you go in there, you're going to go to their followers, or you can go into their most recent post. And all you're going to do is go down this list and start clicking. Like sometimes I just go and I randomly like request 25 followers just so I could grow my network. And then other times I'll spend a good 5-10 minutes intentionally trying to add friends, meaning that I'll go into a vacation spot. So I'll go into like Marco Island. And then once I type in Marco Island in the search bar, I'll click on places. Once I click on places, the Marco Island spot comes out. And then all I do is I click on recent. That tells me that those are people that are recently on Instagram, which are people that we want to engage in because that tells you that they're active. And then I'll go through this and I'll just see which pictures speak out to me. And once I see a picture speak out to me, I'll go in and be like, this girl looks kind of cute. She's talking about her, tomorrow's her birthday. I'll go into her profile to see if she's public. And then I'll see if she has like a vibe like me. If she does, I'm going to automatically follow her. I'm going to go ahead and click on a couple of pictures. I'm going to go ahead and just like a few, maybe comment on 2 or 3, just because, you know, she's writing something that connects with me. So I'll go ahead and comment on a few, which is basically showing her some love, genuinely loving on her page, you know, just randomly like looking for things that I feel a connection with. And I'll literally just comment. And then what I'll even do is I'll go to see if she has any stories. I'll click on her stories. Looks like a super cute girl. So I'll do like a little emoji with the little heart eyes. And I'll just go through. She's talking about a lip liner. I'll be like, oh my gosh, how cool. Love the color or whatever. And it's just randomly loving on people. Okay. And I'll just let her know that I'm looking at her stories. Super cute girl. She writes back in the 305. I could easily write back. I'm a 305 girl too. So that we have some connections, you know. It's just taking time to intentionally loving on people. Super cute girl. She even has a couple dogs. I can connect with that because I have a dog. So it's just doing this again and again and again. And all you're really going to do is basically in that planner where it says add friends and connect, that's what you're doing. You're adding and you're connecting with her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the time and I'm going to write down her name because she's someone that today I added to my network and I also connected with her. So I'm going to write down Kayla Moran. Okay. And then all you're going to do is spend 5, 10, 15 minutes doing this. That's it. And you should be doing that every day. Because if you're not doing this connecting part or the engaging part, you guys are going to run out of people. And that's the thing. I have coaches that come back and they're like, well, I don't know who else to talk to. And I'm like, well, have you been doing this? Because if you're not doing this, of course you're going to run out of people. Or you're going to feel it. Because sometimes I even go through my page and I'm like, my gosh, I've literally invited this girl time and time and time again. You have to expand your network, okay? And you want new people to come into your circle and look at what you're doing because you want to inspire new people. That opens a door to a million other people because she has friends that then you're going to probably connect with her friends too. You can go into her page, go to her own comments. Who are the people that are talking to her? Become friends with her friends, and you're going to see how you're going to open a big door. After that, follow-up, self-explanatory. The fortune is in the follow-up. Every Friday, I dedicate time to follow up with everybody on my hot list because Fridays are payday in corporate America. So I like to do it on Fridays. But people have systems that sometimes they follow up in the mornings. Other people do it like Mondays and Fridays because they know that Mondays, they probably ate super bad over the weekend. They have guilt. So they're probably like, hey, do you want to get started? And they're like, yes, because I just like sabotaged all my results over the weekend. So you can come up with different strategies, but the goal is to follow up constantly. Right after that, you have challenge invites and business invites. So you should be sending out invites to your challenge group or your boot camp, and then you should also be inviting to the coaching opportunity. Especially now during the holidays, people need money, and with COVID, a lot of people lost their jobs. So don't be afraid to say, hey, have you ever thought about starting an at-home fitness business or an online business, wellness opportunity, and hook up with other women that are into the power positivity? Have you ever thought about it? Would you like me to train you? Would you, we have all the resources. You can give it a try. You have nothing to lose, because people do, believe it or not, need income. I have a coach that just signed up with me. I've known her for like 6 years. She just got over breast cancer and she has a gazillion medical bills. And she's like, Susie, I want to try it because I have a lot of bills that I need to pay and I don't know how I'm going to do it. So I said, Barbie, let's go. Come on board. And she's on board. She's going to give it a try because she needs to, pay off those medical bills. So you'd be surprised when you invite that there's an underlying why as to why people need the income. They might be shy to say it, but there's always opportunity for people to make income. And there's always, usually, like, I feel like if there's always a why, people do have a why to say, yes, I could pay that off. I do need money for the holidays, or I do want to go on my vacation, or I want to renovate my kitchen. How else? Why not? Or I want to take my kids to extracurricular activities. You never, ever know. So it doesn't hurt to invite. So every day you should be doing invites to both, writing them down. And there's a gazillion scripts in the D-Zonation team page. So if you need scripts to get your wheels turning, then go there. If not, you could just literally talk to people. Like if you were to talk to a bestie, I do a lot of voice records. And I'm just like, hey, love, thanks so much for watching my stories. You've been supporting me and it adds fuel to my fire. I just wanted to let you know, I'm not sure if you've seen it on my stories, but I've been inviting women to join my next group because we're really concentrating on morning routines and we're concentrating on how to, like, right now, not even gain weight with awesome tools. We're really talking about nutrition. Would you like to be a part of that? Or is this something you need in your life right now? And when I do that through voice, they feel my genuine power. And you lose nothing by inviting and just saying, hey, just wanted to know if you were interested in this. I'm like sending out an invite to everybody that I know because I just really want to help people. I'm paying it forward. This has brought me a lot of change into my life. And so I want to see maybe this is something that you need too. Very simple. Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't feel comfortable doing that. You'll get there. But there's nothing wrong with you just doing a genuine invite like, hey, I'm starting a group. I'm a wellness coach. I'm trying to get women to like super, get into healthy habits. Would you like to be a part of it? Would you like to just check it out? There's nothing wrong with that. There should be no offense. We should not feel icky about it. We're not selling them anything. We're seriously just saying, would you like to try it out? That's it. These are the tools. If you could afford it, great. And if not, try the 2-week trial. And girl, I'm here to help whenever you're ready. Like, I think we overcomplicate it and I think we make it harder than what it really is. So just try to remember that you're just basically saying, hey, this is what I do. I love you to be a part of it. Check it out if you're interested. All right, moving on to the next one, recognition. It's just about celebrating all the things that your team does, the things that your peers do, coaching sisters, your upline, whatever, in the network, Beachbody. It's just about, we are a company, or we stand for a lot of celebrations. So it's just maybe taking one moment of your day and celebrating someone throughout your day in your stories. All right, moving on to the bottom part is social media posts. This is just common reminders. If you're not posting, people don't know you're open for business. So it kind of, is a reminder that if you're going to do a post in the morning, noon, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is you're going to choose to do, or you're going to do a few, make sure that you write it down or, have some content in mind. But definitely show up daily, because if you're not, then people are not going to know you're open for business. And it doesn't have to be Beachbody. Lately, I've just been doing one post a day, and I'll do one day family, one day faith, one day fashion, one day, Beachbody, one day coaching. I'm trying to mix it up right now because with COVID right now, it's just sometimes, we get into a little funk. So I'm just trying to pour one good post a day. I put it out. People know I'm there, but I'm always in my stories. You'll always see me there. And then a call to action, definitely. We should be doing call to actions 2 to 3 times a week. So people know, again, we are open for business. Hey, I'm looking for the next 10 people. Are you interested in this? Shoot me a DM. Letting people know what they need to do, or click the link in my bio, or check out my stories and then do like a little poll. Drop down, your email, whatever it is. The bottom portion of the planner is just to remind yourself that if you're a coach, you should be checking in with your challengers every single day. If you have a free group, add one post a day with just a recipe, a water challenge, maybe a dance challenge. Ask them how they're doing. How was their weekend? What did they struggle with? What would they like to get better on? It's easy to just go in there and add value once a day. Your coaching groups, if you have a team page, make sure that you're talking to your coaches so that they know that you're there, that you're the leader, that you're helping them move forward. Today we have a D-Zonation team call, and it's going to be all about how to launch 9-week control freak. So you might want to go on your team page and let your coaches know, even if they're discount coaches, hey, today we're going to talk all about this new program. I am so stoked. I hope you guys are on 8:30. Here's the link. Just that alone lets people know you're in the team page and you're concerned about them. And then training, it's just, I like to do one training call a day. It just pumps me up. Like Mondays is National Wake Up Call. Tuesday, I'll go into the Beachbody Champions page. Wednesdays, I'll see if there's any calls that I haven't been able to catch up with. Thursdays, I'll go to I'll try to do like an Emerald call, or I'll look into to see what calls again there's in the D-Zonation that I haven't caught up in. And then that's just kind of like my personal development. Sometimes I choose to do a podcast. It's still training. You're becoming a better leader. And then at the very bottom, it's just very quick reminders. You should be checking your online office. You should be replying back to all the comments of people that love on you, letting them know, hey, I see you too. Thank you for taking the time to love on me. Make sure you're commenting and liking on posts, at least 5 a day, interacting with other members in other groups, nothing to do with Beachbody, growing your network and expanding. Make sure you're loving on your coach posts so that their algorithm gets, boosted, and create new content. And once you do that, make sure you schedule out your posts. I've talked about how in the past, all my days are themed out to give me ideas for content. So if you need any of that, let me know. Shoot me a message and I'll send it to you. But other than that, that's basically what the planner looks like. If you want to go more into depth about it, let me know. I'm here to help. But this is just kind of like a quick little run through so that you know how to use your planner, and you should be using it every single day for you to create longevity in this business. The last thing I'm going to say is, for those of you that don't know, No Snooze Crew has power hours daily. So you should not feel alone in this business. There's multiple slots for you to jump in and work the business doing this. It helps you, it pushes you, and it holds you accountable. And if this is not enough, or these time slots are not good enough, create your own. And reach out to D-Zonation and say, hey, I'm doing a power hour. Anyone want to jump on? Trust me, there's a million power hours that we could be jumping on. Even in the Beachbody Champions page, they're doing that live. So there's no excuse why not to do this. And this is what's going to push your business forward.
Yep, that is true. It is true. There are so many resources available. You just have to go out there and do it, and use the planner because it gives you a very simple guide. Yeah, there was something I wanted to say. Yeah, it slipped. When we switched to power hours, I lost my thought. But anyway, I think, and that using this planner is going to give you a strict guideline, which plays into what I was saying before when my computer froze, that the goal setting. Because if you're looking to build income, if you're looking to advance in rank, if you want to create this big business, you have to do the dirty work, get in the trenches, do the invitations, and meet new people, because we can't expect, I remember now what I was going to say. When Susie was talking about the post, yes, it's very important. And I know, because I've seen throughout the months, I can tell, because I know already it's been 10 years. We spend a lot of time trying to craft posts and write posts, and it consumes, because sometimes for some of us, it's harder to write than others. And then But then you think, oh, I'm going to do this pose and then I'm just going to sit there and wait. You can't sit there and wait, because the magic is happening behind the scenes. You're doing the power hours, you're using the planner. The posts are not enough. It's not enough. You can't just sit there and wait for people to come to you. It doesn't work that way. And I think the faster you realize that all this work has to happen behind the scenes, then you will see the traction happening. But a lot of coaches get stuck in that post and wait, and then nothing really ever comes out of that, because it's, you know, some of the people with the biggest accounts are the ones that can do that, and they're still doing the work behind the scenes. So we talked about goal setting. I think right now, as the year's winding down, it's highly important that you don't throw your hands up in the air saying it's too late to get shit done. No, there's still time. Our team is still pushing for a lead. We just need one new diamond to pop. And actually, Susie and I are both in the same predicament, where we just need one diamond, and one diamond to hold for 1 week. Remember, all this time I've been telling you guys, no, November 25th, there was another requirement that I forgot about. So in December, we just need one diamond to pop and hold for, babe, your phone. That ringer, I swear to God. Am I frozen?
No.
Okay. We just need one new diamond to pop and hold for 1 week. We don't have to do the 6-week hold. So there's still time. We can do this with 9-week control freak. So please be on the call tonight, the launch call, so that you know all the details, you have all the materials, so you can go out there and crush that. Okay, so that's goal setting, your comfort zone. It all ties together. You know, what we do is uncomfortable, but the more that you do uncomfortable things, I think you grow bravery and strength and confidence, and you are okay with doing the hard things. And this business, regardless of the reason why you came into it, if it's for community or income or whatever it is, recognition, I think the beauty of it is the change that happens to ourselves as people when we're doing the personal development, we're doing the hard things, and that's how you grow. So it's just a matter of understanding that it's going to be uncomfortable most of the times, and you just have to be okay with that. When you play small, life will be small. If you want to live a big life, then you better put your big girl panties on and start doing some hard things, because that's how it's going to have to, that's just the way it is. Your role as a coach, we talked about, this is a people business. This is not transactional. We're not selling hair products where you just, you know, make a sale and go. You don't need to explain to somebody how to put on shampoo. We are here to build people up, to help them to work together as a team. So we have to, it's highly important that even with time back to the planner, that relationship building is happening, that people learn to trust us, that we're not just trying to push product. And that's where the inviting then taps in. You're building these connections, then you make the invitation. And that's part of what has to happen every day, that you're building those relationships, that trust, and that's how you have influence then with people. And always think to yourself, like, be the coach that I would want coaching me. So you show up every day to inspire, to help, to love on people, because at the end of the day, yes, it's about fitness and feeling good and looking good and the clothes and losing weight, but we are also building up people's lives. And it's really important that we pour into them and that we really go above and beyond. I always say it, that when you make that sale, that's when the work happens. We're building a marriage, not a one-night stand. It's not just, you know, bail on people, like, peace out, thanks for the 2 points and I'm out. No, that's when the work happens. That's when you really have to get involved. So think about that, and you know what your role as a coach really means to you, and how every day you can maybe make that 1 millimeter shift to be better. And then the last 2 days were Shakeology, which I always love that, what Susie says, expensive compared to what. I love that, because I just think people are so full of excuses, and it's always priorities. I think at the end of the day, what they're willing to commit to, and I think the other thing is we need to stop using that. I can't convince. Like, We're not convincing, we're educating. We're educating. That's why the stories are important. That's why you sharing what the products have done for you is important, because we're not just telling people facts. We're actually showing them this is how my life has shifted, and that is part of the education process. So if we need to move away from that convinced mindset or that language to I'm going to show you why you need this. They need to understand why they need this. So watch those videos on Shakeology. It takes being bold. It takes having confidence in your approach, not backing down. Like, this is what you need. I'm very like blunt about that. Like, no, this is what you need to have the total experience. The complete solution includes this superfood shake. So it's with time, you get confidence in that. I wasn't that confident when I first started. I was scared, and yeah, I made mistakes. I gave people prices when I shouldn't have right off the bat. Don't ever do that. They need to know the magic within it, what it's about before you give them any prices. And then I didn't write any notes on Shakeology, the second part, for some reason. I must have not finished my notes. My notes. So do you remember what Fridays was specifically, Susie, about Shakeology? I don't remember. I didn't write it down. I just think it's really important that we talk about it, and in a more the impact of health. And we can't make medical claims. Even though people do have had incredible transformations with Shakeology, we can't claim things like that, but we can share how the impact of what it's had on your life and other people too.
The second day is about the YouTube that Shay did for the National Wake Up Call, which is just educating on Shakeology, and it just opens up a complete different perspective on how amazing Shakeology really is.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, it's important that you girls watch it, just because it's good to know what it is that you're promoting. And when you see, I always tell them, I don't tell them all the things that it has, but when I tell them, I give it to my kids and my husband, that tells you how much of a believer I am behind it. Because I mean, if I'm going to not only invest, but that's what I choose to give my family, that speaks volumes right there. And I even tell them, look, I give it to them after school. They ask me for it. They're already like, Mom, shake, please. You know what I mean? Like, they already know that it's something that they love and that it makes them feel good. And I think that speaks more volumes than everything else. But the YouTube is very important for you to watch.
All right, that's it. That's all we got.
Does anybody have any questions? This is what you can, ask.
I have a comment for a.
Okay.
I'm sorry?
I have a comment.
Yes.
Since this is my third time through this course, that Shakeology video is so important. Honestly, if there was one thing out of this, that besides this, the slight edge, that video really was so informative, and it really changed my approach on how I talked about Shakeology. Because in the beginning, before I watched that, I was like, oh, you can just sign up and cancel. And after watching that, it definitely changed the way I approached people when they were signing up or we were discussing it. And then for the new people that are going to watch this on replay, Becky said something about being uncomfortable messaging people. If I can get there, I mean, I messaged Becky and said, I can't do this. I think I was on my first power hour. I'm like, I'm just not comfortable with this. This is not who I am. I can't do it. It was a Friday. By Sunday, I'm like, screw it. And something shifted over the weekend, and I never looked back. Like, I will message 10 people a day. I don't care anymore. Like,
yeah,
you have,
the more you
I
do
think
it, the easier it gets,
Yeah. And I think you get to
easier.
a place where you're like, this is important to me, and this, I really truly believe in what I'm doing. And I think if you can change that mindset from I'm trying to sell you something, I think that's where the shift was for me. So I think the newer girls, when they watch this on replay, if they can kind of just sit down and think about that, I think it helps with that uncomfortableness.
Yeah, that's a
So
really
that's
good
all.
point, because I think it's easy because it's habit for a lot of us that the moment something feels scary or uncomfortable, you play out all the things that can go wrong.
Yeah,
That's what
and
we're
I'm
used
one
to
of those
doing.
people that tend to like stop when I'm uncomfortable. I'm just like, okay, I'm not doing this. But I've really made a goal this year to just push through that, because if you can come out on the other side, that goes away.
Yeah, it
So.
does.
I love that, Audra. Thank you for sharing that. That's super important. And you're right. I agree, because I've had coaches leave and then they stop doing this and then they come back and I'm like, they're like, no, girl, I need this. And I'm like, told you, you know,
Yeah.
it's absolutely worth pushing through the uncomfortableness, because it'll get to a point where it won't be uncomfortable anymore. It's not to me anymore. It used to be. I would die of fear. And now I'm just like, girl, come on, let's do life together. I look at it like that. I invite them. I'm like, girl, I just want to link arms with you. Let's do life together. This is not even about a shake or fitness. Like, I want to be your friend. Like, let's hook up. Let's have common goals. So when you look at it like that, it just becomes like very normal.
Yeah. It's also looking at it like having the attitude of why, like, how dare I hold this back? Like, I'm only trying to help, you know? Like, we can't get so caught up, wrapped up in what someone may say or what they may think. Who cares? We can't control that anyway. So might as well do something positive and try to plant the seed and see if they want to, do life together and make a shift. So it's really that it's a really small mindset shift, but it's a powerful one.
But it is true, because at the end of the day, I mean, think about it. We're in the challenge group together. We're talking about fitness. We're talking about the foods we're eating. So it is kind of like doing life together, even if it's just through a screen or through a group. And then before you know it, they start going to the events. They start attending other calls or whatever. And you just start seeing them more and more. And it's just kind of like another friend that you have in your network, you know? So I think when we look at it like that, it just really changes the game, because at the end of the day, you know, it's like Becky said, we're just trying to help them. And some people will get it and some people won't. And that's okay. Those are just not our people. Or it could be that this is just not the right time for them. A no just means not yet. Years later, people have come back and be like, all right, girl, I'm ready. So it's just a matter of like, just not getting it, you know? Yeah, it happens.
Yep. I invited Karina and I did a post about it the other day. I can't remember what year it was, like 2013 or 2012, a long time ago.
2012.
Wow.
Yeah, when the kids were playing baseball together.
And when she least expected it, I just hit her up and I said, Becky, let's do this. I'm ready.
And look at you now, girl.
And I watched her for years.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it wasn't one specific post. It was the consistency.
Yeah.
It was her every day. I'm like, God, how does she do it? Every day.
It matters. That's why we can't devalue the power of consistency. That's why I told you guys, I've said it a bunch of times, like, especially right now in the holidays, people are going to be like, damn, they just don't stop. You can't think, oh, they're annoyed. I don't care. I'm going to share my shit every day, and I'm going to work every day, and I'm going to show them, because in January, when they're ready, they're going to be like, that girl never stopped all through the holidays.
And after Becky, I met a few people that are my neighbor that just moved in front of me a year ago. She's a Beachbody coach. And she invited me right before I called Becky, because I said, if I'm going to join Beachbody, I'm joining with Becky that has been doing this for 10 years and has shown me that this is it for her, you know? And that's how I decided to join.
I love it. And you know what, Becky, I'm glad that you said that. I don't want you girls to think that it's annoying. Because there are going to be some people that are going to be annoyed, but that's just small mindset. And and even if, let's not even say small, you know, this is not for everybody the same way. I'm going to give you a perfect example. In my house, we are elf lovers, okay? Because my sister-in-law bought it for my little one, or brought the tradition into my home. And at first I was like, I don't know what this is, but it just became fun. Like, oh my God, let's look for the elf, right? And it just became like fun in the mornings before going to school or whatever. And a lot of people talked crap. And they were like, oh my gosh, I'm so over it, or it's so annoying. Great, that might be annoying to you. But in my house, when I see those smiles and the fun it brings to find, that's what matters. If it brings me joy, I shouldn't worry about what anybody else thinks. Really, at the end of the day, they could go around and say, oh my God, it's so annoying. That's fine. But at the end of the day, my kids are the ones that are having fun. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it's the same thing with Beachbody. Some people are going to be like, oh my God, they're so annoying. They don't stop posting. That's cool, babe. But you know what is bringing me joy? And I'm the one that's making an income. And I'm the one that's still helping people. And I'm the one that's standing behind a beautiful mission. So when you look at it like that, that's all surface level. People are going to talk shit no matter what. I mean, regardless, you know?
True story.
So at the end of the day, just keep going.
Yep. Anybody else? Oh boy.
On a different note, I think the shipping issue is resolved because I had an order that was placed yesterday and actually shipped already today, and it wasn't the peppermint Shakeology. It was,
God.
I know those shipped quicker, but it was just regular Shakeology subscription, and it went out next day. So I think they may be caught up.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I hope.
I know they're working on it. I know they are working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, tonight, if you guys don't have any anything else, just please make sure that you're on tonight. If you have discount coaches on your team that really are excited about 9-week control freak, make sure you're on, because the plan is going to be laid out tonight, and you guys need to understand, if you've never participated.
She almost made it through.
Yeah. All right, girls, anything else you want to say with me here last minute? Christina, are you?
Fuck.
Listen, don't stop, girls. Don't stop. It will pay off. Trust me. There she is. She's back.
I don't know what this recording's gonna be like, but we'll see. Sorry.
It's all good.
It's the first time that this has happened like this. And nobody's on internet because nobody's in school today, so I don't know what's going on.
Don't worry.
It happens.
Right, so we'll see you girls tonight in the team call. And just remember that if you have any questions, just pop in the page. Let us know. We're here to help and serve.
Perfect.
Thank
Should we
you.
take a picture
All right,
really
girls.
quick?
Thank you, everyone.
One picture. Let me clean my phone. Hold on. Dirty. Got it. All right, guys. See you guys tonight. Karina, do you want to stay on for a second? Let me stop recording.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye, girls.